It's about that time, and now it's going down. And we ain't letting nothing stop us, ain't no slowing down. Now, it's Kingdom Marketing Secrets. And every single week, you gotta pick this.
I think it's finally time. I think it's time to flow. I think it's time to start this podcast so they can know the right tips and strategies that bring success. It calls heaven on earth and our busyness. But this is all true because he changed the game and brought the kingdom to every soul representing his name. Now position yourself in him to be blessed and bring heaven on earth in your busyness. It's about that time and now it's going down. And we ain't letting nothing stop us, ain't no slowing down. Nah, it's Kingdom Marketing Secrets, and every single week you gotta pick this. It's about that time, and now it's going down. And we ain't letting nothing stop us, ain't no slowing down. Nah, it's Kingdom Marketing Secrets, and every single week you gotta pick this.
Welcome to Kingdom Marketing Secrets, where you'll hear the best tips, tactics, and takeaways, and any other cool words starting with T, so you can advance your business online the Kingdom way. Welcome your host, Christopher Harold.
We live.
All right, this is Bez Renhefo, and I'm here with Christopher Harold, my business coach. And today we're going to talk about how to take a side hustle and make it into a full-time gig. So Christopher Harold is a professional coach. He has his own consulting business where he coaches business owners. And so today that's what we'll be talking about, and I'm going to turn it over to him, and he's going to give us some tips on how to take a side hustle and make it into your main hustle. There you go, Chris. I'm going to let you take it away.
All right. Well, welcome everybody. It's Christopher Harold, and hey, we're live. You see this beautiful scenery behind us right now, beautiful downtown San Diego with the harbor. You see all the boats and all the. That's a beautiful scenery. That's a wonderful day here. And but really quick, I just want to share a quick nugget with you about turning a side hustle. Ben's been doing a live show. He's doing a great job with growing his business about side hustles and whatnot, and just helping a lot of people. And so he asked me to share a story, and I said, you know what? I'm going to share 3 tips. To help you take turn a side hustle into a full-time gig, because I can kind of share my story on how I was able to do that myself. Now, so it's really I like breaking down things in 3s, because the simpler things are, the much more easier it is for you to get things accomplished. So bottom line, whatever your side hustle is, whatever your business might be, first thing you want to do is make sure you're very clear on who you're targeting. Because if you want to go full time, if you want to walk away from your job, I was able to walk away from my job live on Facebook, last year. And so if you want to be able to do that, you got to be crystal clear in who you're targeting and your marketing message. Because you don't want to be out there just hoping things got to work. You got to know for sure. And so the second thing you want to do is go out and test the market. Once you try to really go to the next level, you want to test the market. You want to see, okay, if what I'm doing now is creating some income, you know what? Let me try something else. Let me test the marketplace and see. Okay, I'm gonna give you an example in a minute, but that's the second step, is test the market. And the third thing you want to do is scale up. Now, by scaling up, that pretty much means that you're in a position now where you can begin to walk away. And nice thing about, and the best place I'm gonna say to do this, where it can happen really, really, really fast, is using the internet. The powerful thing about the internet is that if you got a business right now, that may be a part-time business, and say right now you're making $500, $1,000 a month, maybe $2,000 a month, but it's not full-time. Full-time you need to make like maybe $4,000 or $5,000 or whatever the case may be. Well, be clear who you're targeting first. So know exactly who your buyers are.
Okay, so Chris, I have a question for you for the people that tune into this stream. What are when you say be crystal clear on who your target market is, how do people identify who their target market is? What are some actionable steps they can do?
Well, here's the thing. Here's what you shouldn't do. Then I kind of said what you should do. What you shouldn't do is expect that everybody who's living today is your prospect. is your ideal client or customer. You want to know the exact problems of a specific group of people. See, so first you got to know your product and service. You should know it in and out. And you should know what problems does it solve and for what group of people does it solve. Because here's the deal. It's something my coach shared with me. He said that the more narrower your niche, the more broader your income will be. So essentially what that means is that if you find, so say for instance, I mean, what's a good example? Say for instance, if you're in the health and wellness industry, and maybe you got you got a whole assortment of products, but maybe you got something that's specifically for people who got high blood pressure. We give an example.
Okay.
Well, you want to make sure that you know the person's age, the problems, the challenges that they're having. What are some common medicines that they might be already purchasing? What are some things that they might? What are some common health problems? Things of that. Now you want to know the challenges. You want to know the problems of that ideal group. You want to know what's going on in their mind. So you really want to know ultimately what is keeping them up at night. What is the one thing that's keeping them up at night where they can't sleep? It's bothering them that much. You don't want to go out and say, hey, listen, I got this magic weight loss pill or a high blood pressure pill, and you're talking to someone who's in tip-top shape and condition. So you want to know exactly who you're talking to, so that way you increase the odds of your business succeeding as well.
Okay, so that's really good. So how would that? A lot of people use Facebook and Facebook ads to draw people in. So if I'm targeting a specific demographic, what you just described, how might that headline look like to draw in that person to click on your ad and possibly address their problems? High blood pressure.
You could do a dog. It's something that we call a dog whistle. The nice thing about last time I'm teaching the clients in our marketing coaching program is how to specifically find people, using platforms like Facebook and other platforms. Well, if you don't know how to use Facebook ads, you probably need to get in our program. But if you don't, but what you can do is something called a dog whistle.
Okay.
And essentially, what a dog whistle is that you call out people in your post.
Okay.
You can say, hey, are you still struggling? Attention those struggling with high blood pressure. Now you can't do an ad with that, but you can call it out in a normal post in your Facebook post.
Okay.
Hey, attention all women who attention all women who want to lose 10 pounds in the next 30 days. So essentially, what you're doing, how to dog whistle. With a dog whistle, only dogs can hear it.
Okay.
The pitch is so high that humans can't hear.
Okay.
So a dog whistle marketing means that you're calling out that specific demographic, and people who fit that demographic, what you're calling out to, those will be the ones who are going to respond to that.
Okay, that's a good example. I know that personally, I'm trying to target a specific ethnic target, certain age range, so something like to that range, like how you sort of talked to.
Yeah.
And then now you talked into the second step. But the first step is to be specific and identify your target market. And what was the second step?
Having the right
Solution?
having the right message too. Being able to have a right message. There's really 3 simple steps to marketing, but having the right message. You don't try to sell. You don't try to sell water to an ocean, so to speak. Why? It has enough already, right? So you want to make sure your message is speaking to the problems or the challenges of that audience. People, we all by nature we all respond to problems and pains much more than we do to things by gain, gratification. There are more people right now who want to get out of their pain than those who want to achieve something good, get a gain, achieve gain. So you got to make sure that your messaging has something we call a market to message match, where it's talking, and ideally you want to be something that whatever your product is solving that problem of your number one target market.
Okay, so taking that step to an actionable step. So you had put in your headline a specific dog whistle, and now you said that you gotta match the message. So your solution, from what I'm hearing from you, has to match the problem that is being addressed. So if you're taking your dog whistle, what's the next thing once they click on that ad? what is that going to look like in that message when you present the solution?
What's the ad gonna look like?
Yeah,
exactly?
or what should someone be saying next? You know, you're talking about messaging.
Well, hopefully your message is speaking to the problem, and then how you can solve that problem. Essentially, if you're using the internet, you want to give someone a specific call to action. See, you want to tell people exactly what you want them to do next.
Okay.
So, like,
High blood pressure, let's say. You know,
Yeah, you got high blood pressure.
A product that
you address it. You call it out. You address it. Then you talk about the pain. Then you bring the solution. If you're struggling with that, and you can say you're tired of struggling with that. You can share a brief testimonial. I found this product myself. It allowed me to lower my blood pressure. All natural, something like that.
Okay.
No side effects. If you also would like to, lower your high blood pressure, click the link below this video. I can show get to the exact information that allowed me, to overcome this as well. So essentially, you're gonna get someone a clear call to action.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, go. So the messaging is